of LST, passing the LST data here, display of LST. I need to define DEF, display of LST, I am writing it. Any object. So some object OBJ, I am writing it. OBJ, I wrote it. So there I'm going to print it. There I'm going to print it. It's a type I want to print. It's a type I want to print. Print of type of OBJ is equal to type of OBJ I am writing. Type of OBJ I am writing. So there I am going to write it like this. So I want to display there. I mean, so there I am going to take up for value in OBJ. Now I want to display inside. What is that now? Backslash T. Dot format of what value I am saying. So this displays which type of value, which type of value it is displaying. It is going to display the value which is present here. It is getting displayed. Display function. The LST data is getting modified in where, is getting transferred into where, OBJ, and this value is getting placed here, and this is the data. So let us try to run this now. Try to run. So it is going to print the data inside of the function. Type of OBJ is a list type, and I'm getting list data printed. So I hope that it is printed. Next, I will take it as what? TPL. Tuple is equal to, tuple is equal to 100 comma, some RS comma, some 34.56 comma, some true comma, some minus 34, like that I just wrote it. Still I want to display that. Display of what? TPL, I'm saying TPL. So this is also called a function call, which is taking what object? Iterable object. TPL is known as what here? Iterable object. Function is not only taking fundamental value, it can also take it as what? Iterable object even. Function call, it is going to that place, and TPL OBJ is containing TPL data. It is going to display. Execute it. Try to run this. I'm getting tuple data also. Tuple data also I'm getting it. Okay. Next, I want to get it set data here, students. S1 is equal to some set data. I'm going to take it. Some set data. So what I'm going to take it is something like 10, 20, minus 45, minus 56, 2, 3 plus 4.5J, and one string value, HYD. Like that, I took it. It is also called which object? Iterable object. Iterable object this is. It is also known as iterable object. Stand backside. So iterable object it is. Display of what? Display of, here I'm going to write it. Display of, what is this now? S1. S1 I'm going to say. Right? Function call. S1 data transferred to OBJ. And then this data is printed here. Done. Execute this and see this data. Set data displayed. Earlier it is a tuple data displayed, and the list data also displayed here. Right? Students, all of you must understand here carefully. All kinds of iterable object values are coming. Even frozen set also I can take it. Frozen set also you take it. Here directly I am taking FS1. The set data only I am converting into frozen set of. Frozen set of. I'm going to write it. Inside of that, I'm going to keep such kind of conversion process here. Conversion process I'm doing it. Display FS1 I'm going to take it. Function call. Try to run it. Going to be same. Frozen set object. Here this data is available. Now I want to get it. Next one more thing I want to go for it. What is the next one I'm going to take it? I'm going to take it. Frozen set here. Dictionary I will take it. That time you will get little problem. So D1 is equal to D1 is equal to 1 colon Python, 1 colon Python, comma, 2 colon C, 2 colon C, 3 colon C plus plus, 3 colon C plus plus, comma, 4 colon Java, 4 colon Java, I am writing it. What this is known as iterable object, iterable object, display of what D1 I am going to take it. D1, it is called a function call, function call. Are you able to follow? Sit down. Don't come late next time. Coming on time is important. So function call, I'm going to pause it here. Function call. So iterable object here, and that time T1 data is passing to OBJ. What data will be printed? Tell me, all of you. Which data will be printed? Come on, everybody. Which data will be printed? Very good. Key. Keys. Dict keys related things only will be printed. Look at that. It is going to print the dict related keys only printed. Then how can I print the values also? That is our question mark. Are you following me? Very, very important. Can anybody can answer it? Can anybody can answer it? So anybody can give the solution for it? Of course, which is going to be here. I'm going to write one important thing in this class. Here I'm writing one beautiful syntax for you. One beautiful thing. Of course, it is a new thing for you. Obj dot what I'm writing, type of obj not equal to what here, dict, not equal to dict. Here this is going to be one important point. Type of obj is not equal to dict. Type of obj not equal to what, dict. Then what is happening? I am going to say else part I am writing, what is this now? It is a dict data. Just I'm just running it. So what is happening? You see here, students, what is happening here? It is obj type. Obj is equal to dict type like that. Try to run this now. What is happening here? What is happening here? Dict. I just wrote directly the class name. What is happening here? List. List is not equal to dict. Print the data. Next is called what? Tuple. Tuple is not equal to dict. Print the data. Set is not equal to dict. Print the data. Next to frozen set is not equal to dict. Print the data. Next is called what? Dict is coming next. Dict is not equal to dict. It is called what? False. Coming to which part? Yes. There I need to go for writing the dict data concept. Are you able to follow? How do you write it? For same to same, same to same. This process I will get it. If you want, you can write this point here. This point you can write it. This is the one you can take up, and it is a common property. There I am writing. Which data I am writing? I will say for key comma v in where obj dot items of print of /t /t. There I'm writing dot format of key comma v. Key comma v I'm going to write it. Else part I'm writing it. Here I'm writing something like this. Are you following that? So here I'm going to write it. So let us start understanding about this data. So look at that data now. So we got it. So overall picture is what? List data printed, tuple data printed, set data printed, Trojan set data printed, and a dict data is also printed. I hope you got it. These are all called which objects? Iterable object. Very, very important program. Online students, is it clear, students? Program for program for displaying, program for displaying iterable object data. Iterable object data. So done. Okay, students, this is about one thing. So here, next important, the main concept to understand is type of obj is equal to what? Dict. That is an important point over there, right? So it, coming to the point of it. So see, students are asking this type of doubts. Gaurav is asking, sir, please explain if condition part. If condition part is very simple, already explained. Type of obj, what the type of function will give you, data type it will give. Which type is substituted over there? Int type, float type, bool type, all 14 types. And what is our program today? Iterable object data. That iterable object data, I'm going to print it. Which object it is going to be type of OBJ? It can be int type, it can be float type, it can be complex type, bool type. These are fundamental, I'm not going to take into consideration. What I'm taking only iterable objects only I'm taking into consideration. Are you following me? Now I'm going to take up one more kind of things here. One more also I'm going to take it. S is equal to Mississippi. S is equal to Mississippi. I'm going to write it Mississippi. So I'm writing something like that. You print that. S is also one iterable object. Print this now. Here I'm going to write it. What is the type of the test? S data is going to where OBJ. Type of OBJ is called what? STR. STR is not equal to dict. It is going to print the data. So Gaurav, I think, see students, is it Mississippi coming or not? Type of is what? STR. Earlier one is called what? Dict type. I hope you are following me. I think. So you may have a doubt, sir. I want to write it. Even int type also, float type also I want to define. So how do you define that time? You can happily define A is equal to 10. Display of what? Display of display of A. That time A is going to be what type? It is not a dict type. It is matching here, correct or not? What I do is, what I do is, if you are a beautiful student, I will write it. If type of A, type of what? OBJ, type of OBJ in where? In where? Int comma, float comma, bool comma, what? Complex. Complex. Beautiful coding. Complex. Complex. You print that OBJ. What is that? Print that OBJ. Non-iterable object data. Non-iterable object data is equal to dot format of what? OBJ. OBJ. This part is called what? Elif. I will write it. Elif. Did you understand, students? Elif. This did you understand this a membership operator? Yes, most important. So here I am writing else part also I am writing. Else part also I am writing. This else part still so clearly I will try to show you. This is also a function call with what? Function call with what, students? Non-iterable object. This is called a non-iterable object. These are all very, very important things. Non-iterable object. Try to run it now. What is happening? What is the type of that int? Non-iterable object data printed or not? Mississippi printed. Dict data printed. This frozen set is printed. Set is printed. Tuple is printed. Set. All the values are printed. Like that. What I can do is quickly I will go for it. Here I will write it. And 10 point what? 45. See that again here. What is printed? Float data printed. Next, I will go for what? Same thing, I will take it. I will write it. 1.5 plus 4.5j. 1.5 plus 4.5j. It is going to print what? Complex data also printed. Are you following? Next is called what I will write it. A is equal to what I am writing. A is equal to what I am writing. True. True. That also printed here called a true. Are you following me? Next, I will write it directly. R is equal to range of what? 10 comma 20 comma 21 comma 3. I'm writing 3. I'm writing. Print of what object it is? Iterable object again. Iterable object again. This is R is called what? Iterable object. Very, very important. Display. You see, R, I will write it. R. So students, you be careful about it. Is the range is printed or not? So it is not in this area. If it is this area, fundamental values I'm printing all at once. Dict, this is another area, not equal to dict. Now I'm going to write it. One beautiful point, which is really you did not expect it. Next, what is almost covered? Bytes also is there. Byte array. That also let me go for it if you want. Bytes of bytes of I'm going to print the data 10, 20, 30, 40 and going to be iterable object of course, whose data I'm printing. Display of B I'm going to take up. Function call, which is taking like this. Try to run this, which is going to contain what? Bytes data also printed. Similarly, I will go for what data. Next is called what data? Byte array data. Byte array data. Byte array data. There I am going to write it BA. So there I am writing BA. So there I will run this code. So byte array data also printed. Earlier bytes data. Now last what is left out? Everything I printed. 13 data types printed. None type is there, right or not? How do I write it? A is equal to what? None type. None. A is equal to what? None. Careful. Come on here. Object. It is going to be printed what type? None type is printed. What is happening? None type is not there here. Go to elif. None type is elif is what? If it is false, it is going to elif. Type of obj is called what? None type. Not equal to what? Dict. What is happening? True. It is getting printed. It is getting printed. Are you following me? Next word is printed. Else part I am printing this data. Not equal to dict. So in this case, it is trying to satisfy here only. Right or not? So this is for which one you kept? For a sequence type? For list type? Hmm. For what? Set type. This is you reserved for which type? Dict type. What I will write it here if you are good student? Come on. And type of obj. Type of obj. First I will show you the error for you. Look at that error. Run this. You will get what you know. None type is not printed at all. Basically, none type you will not get the none type. You cannot write like this. None type you cannot write like this. None type you cannot write like this. So if you want one small separate explanation, I will tell you. Separate example, I will show you students. So there I am going to take up happens. Go to the place. Here I am going to write it. In this place, you try to understand. Go to one small example. Something like x dot py. X dot py. I'm going to write it. Main program. Main program. I'm going to take up a is equal to int. A is equal to 10. I'm writing and say something like this. A is equal to int. Display of what? A. What is happening here? DEF display of x I am writing. If x is equal type of x is equal to what? Type of x is equal to what is this now? Here type of x not equal to what is that? None type. If I just write it, it is going to give you error. See, none type is not taken as what? Class name. And you have to remember, here I wrote it in our example. The main point to tell in this example is, you can write all the class name for comparison, including dict also, but you cannot write the comparison for what? None type. If you just try to run it, you are getting none type is not defined, you will get it. None type is not defined. So you cannot write that part. What you can write it? What you can write it? If at all you are interested, you can just say x type of x in type of x in what I can write it? All data types I will write it. How? Int comma, float comma, bool comma, complex comma. Come on. str comma, next is bytes comma, byte array comma, what is the list comma, tuple comma, set comma, frozen set comma, dict. You can write like this. Range comma, you can write like this. You can write like this. So you can go for type of x range of like this. Go to this, close this part, and you try to write it x you try to print this. See the answer once. It is going to be 10. And if you want to print its type also, you can print it. Try to run it. It is going to print what? Int. Are you getting it? Next, one more thing you try to take out. 10.34 you take it. It is also printed what type? Float. All types of values you can take it. Now, like that, you can take it. What you can say? None you take it. What is happening? It will not execute. No answer is coming. The type I can write it what? Else. Here I am writing else. So none type comparison I will write it in where else part I will write it. I hope you are following me. Type of X I printed. So that time it is going to print what? None and none type. But I cannot write a none type for comparison here. Are you okay? So this is nothing but what? A is equal to this one. A is equal to some 34.56 display of A. Anything you pass it, that corresponding data type will be printed. None no none type. 34.56, this one is printed. If you take it, something like A is equal to dict of, you pass it. Display of A, you say. Empty dictionary also it will be printed. Empty dictionary also printed. Got it out? So very important. This is an important example. Let us coming to this place now, students. What should I do now? This is going to be here. What should I write it? If at all I pass it, what value? None. Display of. You'll be getting what? Error. Display of A, I'm passing it. You'll be getting something like what you know. None type is printed in the beginning, but none type is printed in the beginning only. It is satisfied and no data present inside of it. So value also I want to print or not. For that, what I will do, if you are following me carefully, the perfect program I am doing. And what should I write it? Type of obj not equal to dict. And what is this? Type of obj in what is that? In str and then bytes and then byte array, comma what? Range, list, comma tuple. Next is called what? One set, and next is called frozen set. Frozen set. That's all. This is about the concept of what? This is called one type of obj is equal to like that. And this is one more condition I am going to take it. In type of obj in this way I am taking. So if none is coming, not equal to dict, okay, true. But none is not present in this case. That time where it is coming? Else it is coming. In else part, what I will do again? L if I am writing. L if I am writing. What is the L if I will write it? What I will write it? Type of obj is equal to what? Dictive. Dictive. It is printing. If it is else, if it is else, where I am writing? Else. If it is else, for which else I am writing? For that else if I am writing. So there it is going to be doing what? If you want, instead of getting confused by yourself, here I will write it. Closing of that. If you want, even if you don't want that, you remove that. I will write at one place. So here in the else part, what I will print it? I will print data type value. How do you print that? Already the data type you are printing. Value I will print it. So what is the value of it? Type of obj? Value of obj. Value of obj. My intention of this entire program is deciding the types. Deciding the type. So this else part is specially written for what type? None type category only. So this part I will go for writing, closing this bracket, closing this bracket. Here I will write it. So keep this answer now. Try to print it. What is the last one? None type. And the value of obj is none. Byte array, bytes, range, all bool complex, etc. And everything is printed. All sorts of values printed. It's a very, very important example. Example, this is for a fundamental type. This is for a sequence type, not a dictand, not a none type. And this is for a dictate type specially. And this is for what? none type specially. I hope you are following me. Right. Online students, is it clear? Is it clear this entire example? Very important example. Now I want to go for one more example. Right on. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will which will generate a multiplication table, which will generate a multiplication table, which will generate a multiplication table by using functions, by using functions, by using functions, by using functions. So let's start understanding about what do you mean by these functions and everything here. What do you mean by these functions and all those things? I want to go for it. Are you able to follow now? So let's start with functions concept here. I'm going to take up here. I'm going to take Python file. So mul table function dot what example dot py. So already you did this, but how to deal with how to use loops and all those things. So whatever the way you have written in loops, same code you will write inside the function. Nothing is difficult. So there I am going to write it. Program for generating multiplication table for a given number. For a given number. There I am going to write it. Come on fast. What you will do? Main program. Always keep in mind main program. So this is a part. Are you following me? So in olden days style, people will write it. What is that? Underscore underscore name is equal to underscore main. They will write like this. So of course I will remove this. They will try to write it. Double equal to they will write it. So they will try to write like this. Colon, they will say. See the arrow? Are you seeing this arrow? C language contains main program. C++ will contain void main. C language contains main. Java also contains what? Main. What is the main? You don't know. Your sir also don't know. But they will say that. What is the main? What is the main? First of all, it is a function defined in the compiler where compilation starts from main function onwards. But in Python, there is no such main function is available. In olden versions, what they did, remove that. Are you seeing that arrow symbol first of all? First of all, are you seeing this arrow symbol? Come on, come on, are you seeing this? This indicates what? Running. From where it run, that is the question mark. Here you see, run, run. Are you seeing this arrow symbol here? Right. Similar manner, I'm going to take up one small statement I'm writing. If underscore name is equal to underscore main, this is known as what? Function starting part. There I will write it just for a fun, just for a fun. Program execution started. You try to run it, you get run this code, program execution started. That means where is my program execution is getting started? 8th line onwards. In the present versions, you need not to write such old style coding. You need not write such old style coding. You see, run this code, it is also getting executed only. Understood? Huh? In Python 2.6, you used to write such type of coding. In later stages, that was removed. Understood? Even in some of the websites also, they are going to contain what? Such type of coding they are writing. That is a old style, that is. Okay. Anyhow, students, let us coming to that place. Here I am writing here. Now I am going to have it. There I am writing main program I am writing. There I am writing int is equal to int of input of enter a number, enter a number for enter a number for generating multiplication table. Multiplication table. So coming to that. Shiva, really amazing, sir. I have confused a lot of times. Okay. So a lot of times that is before my class, correct? So Shiva is saying I have confused a lot of times by seeing such type of thing. They used to get a lot of that problem. They don't understand first of all because it is a old style. So that you need not to write it. But you need not to write it about that kind of main and all. And I hope that today you understood. Is Python contains main? No. But can you write main? Yes. How? If underscore name underscore is equal to double quotes underscore main underscore indentation symbol, you will write the statement. It is a really complicated code, right or not? That's why they eliminated such type of code, students. So that's why today is clear. Now I don't want to go for teaching about 1.2.x old style versions. I don't want to go for it. So let me move to the further. This I want to go for MUL table of n. I'm going to write it. MUL table of n. What this is known as function call. This is known as what? Function call. This function call I need to define. How do you define? DEF. MUL table. MUL table of what? N. What is this n? I forget. Formal parameter. Formal parameter. There I'm going to write it. Come on. Same logic. Multiplication table code, how you written? Same code. What is the special advantage of functions? Provides code reusability. Always that is an important. First question you will get it in the interview point of view. What is the need of going for functions? What is the need of going for functions? To perform an operation and provides the code reusability. Those two things you have to answer it. To perform code reusability and performs operation. Code reusability is nothing but getting 5 advantages. 5 advantages I said or not? Concept must be clear, students. Once you don't know concept, it's very complicated, I'm telling. N less than or equal to 0, I'm saying. N less than or equal to 0. And say here it is what? Invalid input. Is invalid input. Dot the format of what? N I'm going to say. Else part I'm going to write it. What I'm doing there, same to same, whatever the style you have. Print of what? Multiplication table for multiplication table for format of what? N I'm going to say. I'm going to say N. Here I'm going to write it. Now I'm going to write it where I'm going to take up. So there I will write it. Come on. For I in the range of 1 comma 11. See students, the data types which I taught are going to be life changing for you. Okay. And one more announcement I want to tell to you people on 11th. 11th means what? Wednesday. 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 This is an announcement I'm giving students. 11th. 11th September 2024. 2024 at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to what? 8 p.m. 8 p.m. We are starting in our full stack Python. As a part of that, as a part of this, I said first day I said full stack Python. This is going on. Core Python, advanced Python is going on in this timing. And Python for data science, AI, ML, and DL if you want to learn it. This part I'm going to discuss over there. Right. So this is going to be continued over in the 6 p.m. So students, I hope you might be knowing that. So here after that, we are going to start with this time. This time I'm going to combine. So by keeping data science and many students will be attending for that. And 11th, you have to come to the class. Offline students, take care. No space also will find to you people if you come late to the class. Okay. So this is the timing I am announcing first time to you only, not announced for other things. Online students, you also take care. Online, offline. So both will be there. Both modes will be there. Online also there. Online is there. And next offline is also there. I'm talking about offline students. If the room is becoming full, you will be getting difficulty by sitting here and there. Come on time and attend. Online students, no problem. No problem for you people. So we kept that in the 6 p.m. especially for what working people will be there. Many people will be there in that. So they will be attending that data science. Data science, if you want to learn very well, this Python related things, which I said already in the class, is very important, which I already said to you students related to data science related modules. I'm going to explain. Okay, now, right. Let us move to the further. Hmm. So, what about morning class? Once if I'm talking in the evening class, morning class will not be there. That is only the class. You must attend. You must attend that class. Attend this class. In 7 o'clock, we are not talking about that. This is exclusively we are starting for that only. So not for anything else. In 8 o'clock, in 7 o'clock morning, we'll be discussing about core Python, advanced Python. Actually, Python means only two things. We are helping you by explaining some additional concept called what? Data science related also. That too, I am giving this training exclusively. If you go for NumPy anywhere, they will tell about just 2 hours. They'll say it is over. 2 hours or maximum 1 or 2 days they will explain. So that chapter will be closed. And pandas, if you take it, pandas, it's a very, very important. There I'm going to take about EDA project also, analysis kind of thing. In anywhere, if you go and see, they will talk about just 1 or 2 hours. Same 1 or 2 hours you experience it wherever you attend. And next is called a matplotlib. Matplotlib, if you see anywhere 1 or 2 hours, same thing only. 1 or 2 hours will be done. That means in 3 days, this entire topics will be finished. But as a part of my classes, this NumPy, I'm going to talk almost about 15 days. 15 days I'm going to talk about it. You can understand in industry how much important this NumPy is. Between 15 days to 20 days, I will talk. Plus, pandas also I will talk about 18 days. 18 days I will talk about it. There's also around 15 to 18 days. Plus this, I'm going to talk about 10 days. Are you following me? This is an exclusively around it will take Sundays and everything. If I remove it, it will take 50 days, almost around 50 to 52 days. Not exactly, don't count it. Sir, it is not completing on the day. We are giving this much of explanation means you can understand how much strongly we are discussing it. So it is exclusively training for 50 to 55 days. This is planned, right? We can complete in 2 hours also. 2 hours also. You will become what? NumPy. If I discuss 2 hours, you will become pi. You will become pi. You know pi? Don't know? Don't know pi? Don't know? What? Boys don't know? Don't know? Okay. Pi means what? 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 3 paisa, like that. No value for that. Understand? Now, pandas, if we go for it, pandas, 2 hours if I discuss, will become panda. You know, panda in Kinder Joy. If you eat Kinder Joy, inside one panda will be there. Panda. Do you know that? Don't know? Right. So those things I'm explaining with a beautiful project with a CSV file. Completely, you can keep that project in the resume. Okay, students. So online students. So coming to this place, that will be going to be done in our class. This part is very, very important, especially don't miss my class. Right, students, let us move to the further discussion. Come on, start with \t. So here I am writing is equal to like that. Dot format of what I'm going to write it. Right. Tukur, sir, online address is same. See, they will change that. Online ID will be different for what? 6 p.m. The admin contact you. They will keep in the Google Classroom and everything they will take care. Every classroom, every batch when it is going to start, it is a different. So now I'm going to write it n comma I comma what is this n star I. So let us go for running this example. Running this example. So let's start. Here I am going to write it. See students, enter a number. Enter a number for generating multiplication table. So there I will write 7. So seventh table is coming. You enter the value called -5, invalid input. I'll say something like 0 is called what? Invalid input. I'll say the value called 14. And you are getting what? 14. This table is coming. I hope you are following, students. Right. This is related to what? This is related to multiplication table using what? Functions. Understood? Right. One more example. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will which will which will which will accept which will accept which will accept a word which will accept a word and obtain only unique values. Obtain only unique values. Obtain only unique values by using functions. Obtain only unique values. Very, very important by using functions. Something like that. Let's observe, students, all of you. Let us observe all of you here. Very, very simple. So the point to remember here is the logic is something like this. Logic is something like this. So eliminating duplicates. Suppose I am taking S is equal to Mississippi. S is equal to Mississippi. This is the data. I want to go for what? Eliminating the duplicates. Without using what? Set conversion. There are two things are there to do it. What is the first one? Logic number one. Logic number one. Next is called a logic number two. Logic number two. I'm going to talk about logic number two. What is the logic number one? Simply convert into what? Convert str data into which type? Set type. Set type. How do you do that? S is equal to set of what? So S1 is equal to set of what? S. And print the data called what? S1. Print of what? S1. Print of S1. Are you following me? This is called a one thing, but they will, this is what you are using it. But when you go to the real time, instead of asking that question, they want to test your intelligence. Are you intelligent or not? They will test it. Are you intelligent? Intelligent? Good. When you raise your hand once, I want to see you. Who is intelligent in this class? Girls, who is intelligent? Ma? Krishna. Krishna is raising a hand. He is an intelligent. Okay. So, Nagasai, Durga, Sham, Sunanda. So, somebody, they're Niharika, they are all raising hand. Intelligent, they are called. Are intelligent. Offline students, intelligent. You are thinking. Online students, they are away from sir. That's why they will raise the hand. If they sit in front of you, then they will come to know how intelligent they are. Correct? You are thinking like that. Okay, fine. Anyhow, students, now I'm going to take up logic for what? Logic for this I'm talking about it. Anyhow, this is very simple. I'm talking about this part here. How do you do that? I'm going to discuss. Let us go to that. Go to that. Here I'm going to get it. Unique. Unique. So these are all very, very important, students. Unique values using functions. Dot what? Py. So there I'm trying to write it. Program for program for getting program for getting which values? Unique values from given word. Given word. So let's start without using what? Set conversion. Without using set conversion. Come on. DEF. Mm, unique unique values. I'm going to take it. What I'm going to take it? Value, which is coming from where? Function, main program I am writing. Main program. What is my function name? Unique values. I'm going to pass it. Can I write directly here? Input of, directly can I write it? Input of, enter a word, enter a word, enter a word. Are you able to follow now? Will you follow that? So here I'm going to say, enter a word. I'm reading and pausing immediately. Will you understand that? So because you are an intelligent, you said that you are intelligent. That's why I'm passing directly over there. Intelligent now? Hmm. Yes. So coming to this place, that word, if you feel confusion about it, what I do is here I will write it what? Word is equal to and pass what here? Word. Word. I'm getting a word and I'm passing the word. The word is going to this place. Example is what? Take the example called this one. Mississippi, you take it. For example, I'm going to pass it. So the value is going to contain what? Now I'm writing the logic. Value is equal to what I'm writing. Mississippi, I'm writing. What I will do now? I'm going to take it one important thing. What is it? One list I will take it. An empty list I will take it. LST is equal to some empty list I'm taking. Okay. What is this value is going to contain? Mississippi. Get the first character from the Mississippi. What is the first character? M. M is coming. Is that M? Is that M present in M LST? No. Add that LST. Add that M to the LST. Next, what is the value coming? I. Is that I present in LST? No. Add it once again. Next, what is the value coming? Yes. Is the S is present in LST? No. Add it. What are the values added so far? MIS. Next, one more S is coming. Is that S present in LST? Yes. Don't add it. Next, I. Is that I already present in LST? Yes, don't add it. Like that, I will go on checking all of them. Can you tell me the logic? Come on. For value. Come on. If value not in LST, value not in LST, how easy it is. LST dot append of, come on. That's all. That's all. Don't add anything else. Understand? So start, start quickly. LST is called what? Empty. What is the value here? M. M in what? M not in LST? Yes. Not kada. Not in. True. What is that? Appended. Go to the for loop. What is the value of it? I. I not in LST? True. Append that I. Next. S. Yes. Yes not in LST? True. Append. Next is called another yes. Yes. Yes not in LST. False. False means not adding. Go. Next is called what? I. I. I not in LST. Come on. False. Come on. Go to with their what? Value again. Are you following me? That is repeated. So, Sorry, you gave heading by using. Okay, my dear student. So, don't worry about the heading. Headings we go on changing it. So are you following me? So finally, what you will do? What you will do? If at all you need, you can print the data. You can happily return what? Return LST. If you want, you can print the data then and there. Otherwise, you can return the data. What is this now? Unique. UNIQ. WRDS is equal to. Unique words I am writing it. Unique words I am writing it. UNIQ words I am writing it. So I hope that you are going to understand. Unique words I am going to write it. How do you print that now? Print off. I will write it. Given word is equal to. Given word is equal to. Dot format of what? Word I am writing. Print off what I am writing now. Unique words. Unique words is equal to. Unique words is equal to. There I am writing. Dot format of what? I am writing something like this. Unique words I am writing it. So here I am going to write it. UNIQ. So UNIQ. some words you try to take it, students. So this try to take these words and then try to print it. So let's run this code. Let's run this code once. Now I'm going to take it. Mississippi here. So I'm writing like this. So got it. MISP. MISP. Are you following me? You enter something like, Nissan. Nissan. You enter it something like this you are getting. So these are the important word. These are all written test based questions. Now I'm writing here. Like this, I just wrote it. It is going to print what? Some data, which is regularly asking question. And we are going to print what? Unique values. Are you able to follow? So if you want to print a number of unique values also, you can print that also. How do you print a number of unique values? Here I am writing number of unique words is equal to what I can write it. LEN of I can write it. LEN of I can write it. So here I am writing Mississippi. Mississippi can write it. Number of unique words are how many? Unique letters, of course. Unique letters, of course, can write it. Number of unique letters. Are you following me? This is called what? Subject of how to pass the data. So you go to next, write down. Write a Python program. So Jamshed Khan is asking one question. Jamshed Khan is asking one question. So if you ask like this, students, how can I answer your questions? So, sir, morning class going as usual. When evening class started, I'm going to say going to start. You see, English, you see. When evening class started, is it started? Started. For understanding your English, it is very danger for me. Very danger. I cannot understand your English. 11th September 2024, it is going to start. You are saying started. Started, going to start. This 7 o'clock will continue. This 7 o'clock will continue. And additionally, you have to attend this session to become an expert in the coding part. Two classes you have to attend. Okay, now? So morning 7 o'clock, it will be continued. Plus, you have to attend what? Evening 6 o'clock also for becoming an expert in the data science level. Because you are in the near future, you are working in data science field only after learning Python, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. These are only your future. This is only your future. Almost other technologies are going down, and this is only going to increase like anything. So, coming to the point of it. Now I'll move to the further. Now I'll move to the further. My dear students, please improve your topic. Please improve your things like what do you know? Improve your vocabulary and communication. Let if you want to go for any numbers to enter 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 like this I will enter 1 like this. What is happening here? It is going to give you what? Like this we are getting it. Are you following me? Right. So you are going to get numbers also you entered like this you got it. Clear up? Fine. If at all you want to join as a word, unique letters word, if you want to join, you can go for it. What is that now? Print off unique letter word, unique letters word is equal to what I will do? I will say dot format of what? Dot format of what? I will write it. And if you are good student, dot join, very nice. Dot join of what? Unique words, UNI, unique words. So go to the unique words. So I will write this part. Try to run this now. I'll write it here. Mississippi. Here I'm going to write it. So there I wrote it. MISP is printed. How many letters? Four letters. These are all called very, very important. Are you following me? Right. Write down. Next, one more example. Write a Python program. These are all called system test questions in the job time our students face it. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a line of text, which will accept a line of text, which will accept a line of text and and find and find length of each word, length of each word, length of each word, length of each word by using length of each word by using functions. Very, very important. Length of each word. I mean, look at students. So here I'm going to say, example, if we look at the case, if you take it, sample input, you take it, sample input, if you take it, where I'm going to write it, Python, Python is an OOP language. This is called OOP language. What is my output to be expected output? Expected output is what here? Under that, expected output is what? I will print Python. I want to print another side 6 and is I want to print it as a 2. 2. Next, and the word is called a 2. And next is called OOP. The value is called a 3. And next is called the lang. The value is called what? 4. This is what I am going to print it. How to do this? This I am going to tell you in the multiple ways I will tell you. Logic number 1 I will tell. Logic number 2 I will tell. Industry will see what? How intelligent you are. How bodybuilder you are, they don't see. How do you build your brain with intelligence? They will see that only. Software development require only your intelligence. That is your investment in the company. Are you able to follow now? Let's start this kind of thing. Very, very simple. Let us move to the further. Here, student, carefully follow. I am going for what? 111 value only I am going to take up. 11 function only I am going to discuss. Let us go for that next. Here I am going to take up two things I will write today for your practicing purpose. That's all. What is this now? Word length. Word length. So LENGTH. Word length by using what? Function example1.py. So this is my code. Program for accepting a line of text. Program for accepting. Program for accepting. Accepting a line of text and find length of each word. Length of what? Each word. Now I'm going to take up. There are two functions I'll define, students. Get line. Get line. I'm writing pass. I'm writing pass. Get line. I'm writing pass. Next is called what? DEF. DEF. What I'm writing? Get words length. Get words length. This is what I'm going to explain. These are the things I'm going to explain. Main program I'm going to take up. Main program I'm going to take up. What I will do? Get line. This I'm going to call it. How do you write two functions also I'm going to introduce here. Get line. So why two functions I'm writing? My task I'm splitting into two things. I'm dividing my task into two things like a TV and remote. TV and remote. If any issue is coming, I need not to check the total TV and remote. In olden days, what is available? TV and remote is available in one place only, right or not? So if any issue is coming, that you have to verify the total logic, it a maintenance issues will come. Later, what is happening? For comfortability to the end user and for comfortability to everybody, they gone for what? TV component different, remote component different. If remote is not working, they will check only remote. If TV is not working, they will check only that. So maintenance issues can easily to fix it. So problem fixing is very easy when you go for decompose your problem into different pieces. Understand or not? So let us go to that. Get line will do what? It will go to get line function and simply I'm going to do what? Code is equal to or line is equal to What I'm doing? Input of enter what? Line of text. Enter line of text. I will go for return what? Line. Enter line. I will take it enter line. So enter line. This is going to in return. So get line is going to do what? Line it is going to return. So it is a function call. It is a function call. Which model it is following? Which model it is following? Come on, fast. It is not taking anything, taking inside and returning the data or not. That is called a line is coming. That line I will pass to whom? Get words length. How do you do that? Get words length of taking input is what? Line. What I will take it here? Some parameter you take it. There I will write inside. Are you able to follow? What I'm going to do? What I'm going to do? This line is going to be, here it is going to be, if I am entering Python programming language, if I enter this data like this, as I expected that, if I enter this one, it is getting printed. Right or not? Line is going to contain what? Line is going to contain like this. This data is going to contain. What I do, immediately you have to get a strike in your mind. Santosh, good. Split I need to use. So how do you do that? Words is equal to, what is this now? Line dot split off. Line dot split off. There is a space separated words. Now the words are ready. What are the words which I am having here? Words is equal to, words is equal to, I am having what Python, Python, here I am going to write it, is, like that I am getting it, is, I am getting, comma, next is called what, and next I am going to get it OOP, next I'm going to get it what? Lang. I'm going to get separate words. Within the double quotes, it is going to come. Within the double quotes, it is going to come. And like this. We are going to get something like this. These are the things, something like this, we are getting it. These words length I want to find. How do I find that now? Easy. For what? Word. In where? Words. You print it what I'm writing \t. Print the word name, print the length of the word. Format of what? Word, comma, len of what? Word. Len of word you are printing. That's all. You execute it. You execute it. So try to print this now. Try to run this now. First accepting line of text. That means this flow you try to understand. It went to this place. It read the data, returning the line to this line. Get words. If I press enter key, it will go to this place. So here I'm going to write it. Python. I'm getting Python. All the letters, words with the output is coming. Able to follow? Now, now this is one logic you are following. Same thing I want to go for another logic also. Let me tell you another logic also, students. Go to this place. Here I'm writing 2.py, 2.py. Online students, be careful. This is the one I'm taking. Here I will take it. This is the one I'm getting it. Suppose instead of calling this line here, function call, what I'm doing is student, I'll simply call as what another way I'm writing. This is, I don't write that time and not even containing that. What I'm doing, when you say get the word length, it will go to where this place it will go. Here I will call which function? GetLine function I will call. GetLine function I will call. Line is equal to, what is this now? GetLine. This is called what? One function can call what? Another function. One function can call what? Another function. Are you able to follow? One function can call another function. Get line. When I say word length, it will go to this place and inside of it, get line. Get line will go to this place, reading that, returning the line into this line. This line is a local variable. This line is a local variable. Though they are having the same name, they are completely different. Line dot split, you are getting this data. Are you able to get it? So same output will be coming. So here I am writing, here I am writing. HYD is the capital of, is the capital of, HYD is the capital of TS. TS. So I'm getting all the things, I'm getting it. I think you are following me. So the main point here is one function is present in where? Another function. This is the continuity of this logic. I just said function in a function. This is called what? Function chain we can call. Function chain. We call it as a function chain. I think you are following me, students. Function chain, you are getting it. Getting, students? Well, can I tell you another logic here? Now let me go to, this is called a 2.py. This is called a 2.py. Now I want to tell you third logic. That is what I am very much interested to go for it. 3, third.py, 3.py. So here I'm going to write it, 3.py. So there I'm going to take it, carry this entire thing. Here I'm going to write it, carry this entire thing. First you carry this 3.py, put it across 3.py. This you keep it. Now here I'm going to write it. See, students, what I do is, here I'm going to take up. Here I will write it, multiple functions రాస్తాను ఇప్పుడు నేను. You know, get line, you are getting that, and word length you are writing, and you are getting, get words length is going to give you what? Getting the line, and splitting, and I'm saying what? Written what? Words. Written. So I'm going to call which function? Which function I'm going to call it? Get word length. I'm going to write it what? Words. I got it. Right or not? Next. What is that now? Count. What is that? Count. What? Here. Words length. What I'm passing? Words I'm passing. What this is known as? Function call. Multiple function calls, how to define I'm talking. DEF. What is my function name? Count words. Very, very powerful concept. There I will do what? Since you are passing that, I'm taking words. Let's start. How to do that? I'm not going to write the same logic like this. I'm not going to do the logic like this. I'm not going to. So what is this output of this if you look at like, look like, so KVR is the faculty for both Java and Python. I'm just writing here. So I'm getting this many number of words. I'm feeling that it is like a key comma value pair. It is like a key comma value pair. It is not looking like a dictionary. So I will write a logic for dictionary maintenance. So what I'll do, go to this place. Here I'm writing. Very beautiful. I will create one dictionary student. Dictionary. Create an empty dictionary. Empty dict for storing what? Word. Man. Word and its length. For word and its length. And its length. I hope you are following me. Word and its length. Able to get it? So tell me what I do now. What I do now? For word in where? Words. First word is coming or not? That first word is a key. And whose length is called what? Value. How do you do that? D of word is equal to len of word, len of word. This is the data used to add the data to the dictionary. Actually, we'll get a doubt, sir, what is this? Because you people will not read the notes, you will get a doubt. So go to the dictionary, data types, dictionary, you understand under that syntax for adding key comma value pair to the empty or non-empty. Dictobij of key is equal to value, dictobij of key is equal to value, dictobij of key is equal to value. So there I already explained it. Data types is your life-changing concept. So after that, what I will do? Next, what I will do? I'll print the dictionary. If at all you need, you can say, I will print. Here I am writing. What is this now? Some value I will write it. Now I'll print this for T, or I'll say word, comma, word len in where words dot d dot items, I will print it backslash t, and this is a value getting printed, not a format of what? Come on, word, comma, what? Word length, word length. That's all. It is getting printed like that. It is getting printed like this. Try to run this now. See this now. Here I'm writing Python is an OOP language. So I'm getting compulsory these values are coming. Are you able to follow? So here HYD is the capital of, is the capital of. So I'm writing like this. So something I am just writing it. So I'm going to get like this. Are you following me? Still, the most important Amazon, the test question is what? Find the highest word length in the given list of words. Highest length word you need to find. Highest length word. Highest length word is what? Telangana, something like this. I want to find. Whatever the words you are entering, highest word I want to find out. These are all called greatest coding things. And nobody can explain except in this class. And see this now, we got it. Any more doubts? Online students, is it clear for all of you? Is it clear for all of you? So I'm taking what here? Dictionary here. I'm taking dictionary related. I'm adding the data to the dictionary. Any doubt? Any doubt? You don't have any doubt. Basically, you don't get any doubt. You'll go on listening only. So now my doubt is, now look at, I will not enter anything. That time what is happening? Nothing is coming. You have to print what? List is empty or not? How do you print a list is empty? Suppose even if I enter like that, I'm entering some spaces. What is coming? Nothing is coming. What to do now? Where do you take care? Whenever I split the data, whenever these words are coming, here I will write it. What is that now? If, come on, ln of words, ln of what? Words is equal to 0, is equal to 0. What is that? What is that? No data present. No data present in list. No data present. That's all. No data present. If at all that one, if data is there, you write the rest of the data into another place. Rest of the data into what? Another place. Try to run this now. You got it. So say something like this. Done. The moment when you say this, now say like this, say like this. What is happening? No data present. So for every moment of it, you must think about how to write such validations. So basically my interest of writing this code is what? Writing all of them into different thing. One is accepting, one is getting the words, and one more is counting the words. Getting up? That's all. Very simple, students. Not at all a difficulty here. And this part, if at all you want last and final to see this data, here I will take up. Here I'm going to take 4.py, go to this place. Here I carry to get it in a single word length here. See students, get words length. Get words length is calling getline or not? Getline is going to that place. Today what I do is, this part is there now. This part is there now. Here I will call it. This I will not call it. This I will not call it. In a different way, this is I'm going to call. This is what I'm going to call. Function call. One function calling another function, that is called what? Function chain. Function chain it is called. Len of words is equal to 0. That time I never pass what? Words. Simply I'm calling what? Count words length. Count words length is doing what? Calling get words length. Get word length is doing what? Calling get line. This is called one more kind of thing. So I'm going to get it. Let us run this code. So this is called 4.py. 4.py. Try to run it. So I'm going to write it. What happens? Try to run this code. Try to run this code. So there I'm writing program from or program for accepting program. Simply, I just wrote some sentence. Program 7 for 3 accepting A. Like that, I'm getting it. Are you following me? So once you know good coding, there is a lot of feature because every AI tool, every AI applications require Python coding. Once you know coding well, you can do wonders. Once you don't know Python coding, and once you are just to stick up to only theory, nobody will look at your face. And you need to go for what? Programming is must be so perfect. So I'll stop my class. And this is about today also. I dealt with what? Number of approaches in dealing some extra examples I said. Like that, so many new examples I will tell in the class. So tomorrow class, what I'm going to start with, students. Next tomorrow when I come back, what I'm going to discuss. Look at today. Still, I continued this only. Tomorrow I'm going to start with what? Arguments and parameters. Arguments and parameters we are going to discuss. So Om, student name is called Om. So what is the Om problem? Sir, many companies ask for DSA. Should we continue DSA in Python? Dear student, DSA we can continue with any language. C language you can take, C++ you can take, Java you can take, and you can take Python also, no problem. And we can teach DSA with any one of it. It's my PhD. It's a research subject. The extension to DAW is what? DSA is what? DAW, design and analysis of algorithms. You can implement those algorithms by using these many languages, provided when you know about this subject first. Topic must be known. Binary trees concept is there. What your sir will say generally, academics, what they will say, this is A, this is a B, this is called a C, this is called binary tree entered. This is called something like a D, E, F, O. Like this, they will call it the binary tree. You will also say, it is binary tree. But when you come to a company, what I will ask you, write a program for creating a binary tree. That time you will see where is my sir. Sir is not there. Subject is not there. Who will give job for you that time? That's why don't learn theory. How to create a program for that? Using recursion I want, using loops I want. That is subject. Coding, important. Understand? So if you learn what are the applications of binary trees first, where we can use it in operating system. Applications you need to learn it. Okay, my dear student, you can learn. These are all DSA. They will ask you in the companies and when you go to big product companies. And where your package 40 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, if you go for it, DSA is required. No, sir, 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, etc. Coding is enough for you. Fine. Are you practicing first of all? Hmm? Some of the students nakem అనిపించట్లే అట్లా. By looking at your face, I'm not getting a feeling that you are practicing. Are you really practicing? Right, good. If you really practice, we'll do that. Right. So, Jamshed Khan, sir, can you provide a job for your students? See, my dear student, not only KVR sir will provide the job, you are getting job anywhere else when you are good at coding. Go to Google, type Python, Python programmers requirement, you type it, how many you will get it. But you need to have what? Skill set. Skill set is important. Out of the skill set, coding is important. Okay, now. So because it is not a small local job, Python is an international job. Software is one of the international job. Anywhere else you can work out. And this coding, what I'm explaining, compare anywhere, practice my notes, you will be excellent in your career. This I can say. Okay, students, so I'll stop my class. Tomorrow I'll go for what? Arguments and parameters. This part I am going to introduce in the class. This will continue for 2 days because they see the importance of that. Very, very important. With this, I can say, functions over, I can say. Functions you understood. On the top of that, I'm talking these many things. On the top of it, these many things I'm going to explain in the class. Understand? So, uh, closing the topic at any time is there in the faculty hand. If the faculty don't know anything, they will say just only one or two lines, they will say they will close it. But we have to learn subject in depth of it. Then your career will be beautiful. Correct or not? So tomorrow I'll go for arguments and parameters. Day after tomorrow, there is a top concept is starting. Python for data science, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, 45 days to 50 days. 50 to 52, 53 days. In that span, the classes will be conducted with a full length explanation will be given. Attend that if you are interested. And the class will be continued morning and evening also will be continued for you people, right? And that NumPy Pandas Matplotlib will not be covered in the 7 a.m. It will be covered in the 6 p.m. only. Many students will be attending there. So, so coming to that, Avinash, Anvesh, my dear student, I'll give you. Actually, last class I want to give you, but I'm waiting for this topic to complete. I'm having the questions. I will give you whatever I said that I will 100% will do that. I'll go for it. Okay, now after this topic is over, I'll go for it. Okay, now right. Brahmaji, can you can you please help us with print highest word count in the string? I will explain that. In the next class, I only will explain. Finding highest length word is there. I will explain. I can give homework, but I don't want to do that because you will not do that and will go for it. So, Abhinay. So, do we need to pay fees for evening classes, sir? See, students, as a part of Python only that is, we are giving you some extra knowledge for you people for that kind of thing. Anyway, you please confirm from the admin once. Okay, now? Right. You confirm from the admin. You try to get it. So, so, huh? Who is this? Is today evening DSA class is there? You told last class. See that today there is a workshop is going on. Today and tomorrow I will take some workshop. Some additional examples I will discuss. And for that, total Python is required. Total Python content is required. Because 2 days evening, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I am free. I'm taking some workshop. You can find that in by talking to admins. You will get that link also for 2 days workshop. Yes, for today and tomorrow's workshop, if you want to attend, you can get the link from admins. Thank you. All the best.